What do y'all think about this? I had no idea. This was nowhere even in my forefront that this was going to happen.
All right, Mr. Williams, is there anything that you want to say?
Yes, ma'am. I take full responsibility for, you know, my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom. My mom got 11 kids. I can't say all their names, you know. My managers, my kids that's not here. Really, everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry for just like, you know, having so much time invested into this, you know. And I am a smart guy. I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart, you know. I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, you know, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad, and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it could end bad and it could, you know, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just.
He said he was sorry for his crimes. He said that he is a good person at heart, but did not apologize to the people that whose lives were where he apologized to everybody that had something to do with it. I just don't feel like this is an apology that is really, I mean, I guess, no, I think he could have said a little bit more. But let me finish listening. Maybe I didn't listen. I'm thinking that I'm sorry for my behavior. I'm sorry for, you know, being such a horrible person with the things that I've done. Explain what led those decisions and choices. Whether my childhood was, my upbringing was horrible. You know, what led to you being that person that you were to do those types of things and involve people in ways that were not beneficial. So this is not what, to me, lines up with some of the charges that he was charged for. I think this apology could be a little bit deeper, but maybe I haven't listened far enough.
Just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's
Checking in.
you know, bar in the future or something. Out of this type of situation, I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again.
I hope not.
I'm going away. I've learned from my mistakes. You know, I come from nothing and I've made something and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry. Through these last 2.5 years of my life, you are really, truly, honestly, the best thing that has happened to me because you made everything fair for me and everybody involved on both sides, you know. I'm sorry to the sheriff, you know, everybody for just having to put extra time in. I know y'all got paid more money, but I'm sorry for y'all having to put this extra time in to be away from y'all family, you know, and I just hope that you find it in your heart to allow me to go home and be with my family and just do better as a person. I know what I.
Okay. Do better as a person. I like that. That sounds really good. You know, I mean, I like that. And I hope it's sincere. I really hope it's sincere. And I do believe in second chances. Now, I don't know if every person deserves a second chance, but I believe in second chances. And I believe many people deserve second chances. And this can be that situation. This can be that situation.
Bring to the table. I know what I am. I know the heights I've reached. I know the impact I got on people, period, in the community, you know, all people.
Well, clean up your music.
I learned that.
Change it. Change some of them lyrics.
Like these past 2 or 3 years of my life, I kind of learned that.
How about that?
And maybe it was because I was, you know, probably on drugs or anything. I don't know. But I have came to my senses and I understand what I mean to this world. But I am a good guy, you know. I don't mind doing stuff like, you know, like
I am a good guy, you know.
Free shows. And
I am a good guy.
I did free shows and gave it to single parents, millions of dollars. You know, I made $1.8 million on a free.
Okay, so he's done some community service. Change your lyrics. Let's put some words of life in people and seeds in these young kids that look up to you so much. Okay, let's go. Let's go. My mic is close. I'm like, okay. Whew.
Show, and I gave it all to single parent charity, and I did like 2 or 3 shows that made like $700,000 a piece, and I gave it to the breast cancer organization. Like, you know, I do things like I put millions of dollars back into my community for real. I really did. I did more than anybody ever did from my side, you know. But I understand, you know, rap lyrics. I understand how it could be twisted. I understand what it could do to the mind of people. I understand all that, and I promise you, I'm 100% changing that. You know, it's just
Okay.
I'm
He's
older,
setting the
I'm grown
lyrics.
now. You know, and
All
it's
right.
just like
Come on.
I'm smarter.
Let's hear
There's
it.
more things to rap about. Like I've experienced a lot of good things. I experienced more bad things, but I experienced a lot of good things too.
Okay. All right, young thug. I'm going to be looking and listening and waiting.
Well, I appreciate it.
I
And,
think I saw.
I appreciate that you do realize how much of an impact you have on people. I mean, it's past your neighborhood. It's worldwide, especially young people. And having come up from where you came up from and living in and around that, you know that gangs are damaging to our community.
He sure does.
And it may be that a whole lot of rap music and the rap industry is, I mean, honestly, it sounds like a modern day version of kind of WWE wrestling that you see on television where people would just get up and posture and act like they hated each other. And
But
it may
not
be that
now.
that's a lot of what is going on in the music industry with rap. But whether it is fake or not, it has tremendous impact on kids.
That's
and
so
young
true.
people who
So
think,
true.
This is cool. This is what I want to do.
Let me
Look at
try
him.
this.
He's
Yeah.
a millionaire.
I wanna
can
do it
that
too.
by
That's right.
being, you know, a gangster in the streets. And that's not true.
That's so
what
true.
you're likely to have happen to you if you're a gangster in the streets is you get shot, you get killed, or you get thrown in prison. And those are, you know, by far the most likely outcomes. And, you know, you've been in here watching the trial, and you've seen the pictures of Mr. Ryan posing with a gun as big as he is at 15 years old and going out and shooting and killing another teenager. Yeah. And that's what gangs do, and that's unfortunately a lot of what rap music does.
It is.
And
It's sad.
if you are
It's sad.
a modern day John Lennon, you know, I mean, he might have rapped too in this day and age. I don't know, but I know you're talented, and
Use it for
even
good.
if you choose to continue to rap, you need to try to use your influence to let kids know that that is not the way to go, and that there are ways out of poverty besides hooking up with the
Cartel.
powerful guy at the end of the street selling drugs.
That's right. Come on, lady. Okay. Come on, lady. I like that. So it sounds like in her heart of hearts, she wanted to give him another chance. And I hope and pray that he is going to take this opportunity and do well. And do well. Use your influence for good. Change your lyrics. Tell, like, you know, share your struggles. Share the things that you went through. Share how you went from rags to riches. Talk about those experiences, but talk about how if people make those same choices and decisions, they will end up in here. They will end up in here, in there, in jail, or dead. Yes, they will.
And, you know, I know that happens for protection sometimes, but a much better way would be getting an education, and setting, hanging around with people who set a good example. And you be one of those people that sets a good example.
Okay.
I mean, all right, so that's my high horse on that. I could also go on. But I want you to try to be more of the solution and less of the problem.
That's right.
All right?
That's right. Well, I got another short little clip, y'all, and then we're going to discuss this at the end. But I'm glad, I'm glad that he made the apology. That's great, because I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this.
Continues our team coverage tonight. Blake, people were packed in front of the Fulton County Jail awaiting Young Thug's release.
Wow.
Sean, excitement was in the air tonight as family and friends gathered here waiting for Young Thug's release. Now, they weren't able to see the rapper released as he was discreetly driven out of the Fulton County Jail. We're here getting driven with his attorney. Now, what we can confirm is he is now a free man for the first time in 2.5 years. The 33-year-old had been behind bars since May of 2022, spending over 900 days in custody. We were here as the crowd gathered, ready to greet him in his first moments of freedom, although they were eventually told that Young Thug had already been released. His lawyer, Brian Steele, described in detail what life had been like for his client behind bars.
Nobody here wakes up every day on a concrete floor that they're calling his bed, gets up at 4:15, gets shackled at his feet, his waist, and his hands.
As part of his plea deal, Young Thug could end up back in jail if he violates any of his probation. Reporting live outside the Fulton County Jail, Blake Devine, Atlanta News First.
Now, today's plea deal does not signal the end of the YSL trial. The fate of 2 more co-defendants remains undecided. Diamante Kendrick and Shannon Stillwell are each pushing for this trial to continue. Atlanta News First spoke with Suri Chata Jimenez, the defense attorney who represented one of the original defendants. He laid out the rough legal road ahead for both men.
It is going to be challenging for them. The 2 remaining people are charged with very serious crimes. Mr. Stillwell is charged with a murder. He could be facing life. He could die in prison. I am hoping that they will offer him something reasonable for him to be able to evaluate his options and get to go home eventually.
The Atlanta News First app has complete coverage on this.
So there you have it. What do you think? I'm curious to hear what you have to say in the comment section. Once again, when you get in the comment section, I don't have a problem with you commenting, but let's be cordial, and we don't have to agree. We don't have to agree, but don't be ugly, because I will block you. I just got to say that because some people get in there and I don't know who they think they talking to. It's crazy. I don't understand it. Get a look on their channel. They ain't got but 5 subscribers. Please. Okay. Anyway, so what do y'all think about this? This is really, really, I hope that he does what he says he's going to do. Once again, I do believe people deserve second chances. I do. Now, he was charged with some heinous crimes. He really was. And if his heart is changed and he is going to make a difference for the better, he is going to change his lyrics. He's going to do different types of music that will help the people that are supporting him. A lot of the young people, primarily the youth. If you got some stuff that's uplifting and positive to influence him in a positive direction, let's go. So once again, what do you think do you think that he's going to turn over a new leaf completely? Or do you think at some point he will violate his probation? I'm wishing him the best. I hope he walks the way he says and moves different now. But what do you think? Let's get in this comment section. I love you guys. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video.